Again, my name is Michael Hart, and I'm going to be sharing with you some of my work from home journey. This was 2019, April. This is my, actually at work desk, and I was a rock star. I don't mean to brag, but I also do mean to brag because I would get a lot of grief, and then I'd be like, "Hey, look at that," and I'd be like, "Oh." This is October of 2019. So it was a fight and a slog to let us do anything work from home. So I must have gotten some kind of permission. So this is my bedroom. That's my master bathroom right there. And I set up this crappy card table and put in the work laptop and was working on a monitor. Okay, so this is 2020. Let's see, it looks like March 12th. So March 12th is, or March, somewhere around there, is when they're like, "Someone's sick upstairs. The whole world's ending." And I'm like, "Who's sick?" And they're like, "We can't tell you that." And I was like, "Oh, maybe I got a buddy up there. I'd like to, bring him some chicken soup." Nope. So everything was pretty suspect. But either way, so we were all, on the support floor, and they're like, "Stagger out. Good golly, everything's ending." And I'm just like, this is, I don't know. So I'm just working, and then, pretty much I'm the only one left. And one of the managers comes in, "Hart, what are you doing? Get out of here." Okay, couldn't, tooth and nail do work from home, but COVID just made it instant. So anyhow, that's a bit better. So, eventually got a 80s office table. Got a dual monitor set up. Here again is the master bathroom. Not ideal. They can hear the toilet flush sometimes. Never had that happen, but almost had it happen. So just showing that I was a soda fiend at the beginning here. So that's still 2020 in March. A Red Bull. Still we hooked up the Xbox to the larger monitor so the kids could play. That wasn't a very bright idea, but it was fun. I say kids, but the wife too. Grabbed all my burned CDs from forever ago, from like high school on up, junior high maybe even, and copied all the data and threw away all the CDs. Another Red Bull. That one was pretty good actually. Okay, so here's Surface Pro. Here's a Linux machine hooked up, and then I think this was the work machine. Another angle. So this is going into April. This is me trying to figure out how mobile I could go. And there's it all laid out, packed up. Okay, so just showing the setup getting crazier and crazier. This is May of 2020. Okay, so this is a shift. So May, so is that June? So I move it downstairs into the basement. There's that 80s office table. Here's a table I got from a good friend. So pretty sweet setup. I dug it a lot. How I managed my work, right? And I loved having a tall monitor because I could just be like, here's all the different things, as I'm working on them. Here's my boy, just a baby back then, 2020, it's 2026 now. And I got a little crazy with monitors. Do whatever I could. Have as many monitors as possible. Monitors were getting a little crazy.
Planet children are orbiting the dad because he is fat.
Alright, enough jibber jabber. Give me that phone. So, kids figured I was the sun and they would orbit me. And vacuum too, while they're at it. Oh, golly, this is 2021. Okay, so this is in 2022. Kind of just moved to another corner of the same spot in the unfinished basement. This is when we moved upstairs, so the front door, let's see if I'm pointing, yeah, front door was just further that way inside the picture here. This i9 here is the gremlin machine. Just even with Ubuntu, it just had weird quirky problems that we just couldn't get fixed. This is the biggest upgrade. So this guy sold me these two monitors. So these are two super ultra wide, curved, slightly curved. This desk and a nice office chair. My wife's using that chair now, but I still got mine. Alright, well thank you for watching on my work from home journey. Go to thronewolf.com and we'll catch you later.